What is going on, everybody, and welcome to a brand new video on my channel. My name is ELYYT, and this is Trading to Glory, episode number 2. In the first episode, I showed you guys how I went from 0 to 100,000 coins on the first day of release. And in this episode, we're going to get to as many as we possibly can. Maybe 200,000 coins by the end of this episode, which would be quite awesome. Now, what we're going to start with, I think, would be ideal to do the next advanced SBC, which would be hybrid leagues, because we did hybrid nations in the first episode. I was thinking maybe we do hybrid leagues in this episode, and since we have 100,000 coins, we know exactly how many coins we'll make in total off the SBC. So I think we just start with 100k, you know, buy all the players. We're going to drop below 100k, but once we open the packs, hopefully get up to maybe 110 or 120,000 coins if we get lucky with some of the packs. So let's go ahead and get started with these. We're going to go ahead and start with the rare 5s, which will give us a jumbo gold pack, which is not actually that good, but you only need a 68 rating and 80 chemistry, so hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult either. First one's completed. Rare 5s was super cheap. Only had to buy, I think, 3 cards. I bought the left winger. All these Portuguese guys, except for Andre Silva, I bought him. And then I bought my 2 center backs, 700 coins each. And the rest of the guys were in the club, the Chinese guys, the goalkeeper, center mid, left back, all those guys were in the club. So we got a jumbo gold pack for approximately 3,000 coins-ish. Yeah, about 3,000 coins we spent on that SBC in total. Obviously not counting the value of the cards that were already in our club, which would make it a little bit more expensive, but not by much, so no more than like 5 or 6k. So you get 24 gold items, including players and consumables, but only 3 rares. I actually thought that this pack was a little bit worse, so that's not too bad. We got 3 rares, but a lot of non-rares in here. Hopefully we can still get a decent rare, though. That'd be nice. We got any rare players in here? It's going to be a rare. It's going to be a center back. It's going to be Romagnoli, which, I mean, you can't be too disappointed. That pack isn't meant to be that good, so an 82 rated card. And then also, Davies isn't bad either. Let's go ahead and see his price on the market. You know, he's going for over 1,000, less than 1,800, so probably around 1,400. Go and list that up on the market. We'll go ahead and keep the rest of these guys. So keep these guys. We're going to go ahead and quick sell you, quick sell all of the non-rare player contracts and player fitness. Squad fitness can go to the transfer list. Keep these. Finisher transfer list. Torino, quick sell, and I think we are good. So let's go and confirm the items. We already get 500 coins back simply for quick selling, and that's not including the cards we got out of that. And honestly, that's not going to be the one we're making a lot of coins off of. That's the beginner one. It's very cheap to do, but you don't get much in return. But overall, you do get a rare mega pack for completing hybrid leagues. And then on top of that, you get a jumbo premium gold pack next with 15k. So that's decent. It's not crazy good. It's decent. Then you get a 45k and a 35k. Those are going to be the big ones. But we're going to go ahead and do the small ones first for the 15k and maybe make a little bit of profit on this one because I think we only got our coins back on the last one. Next up, we did 7 suspects, and I went with Argentina on this one all the way through. Cost me about 4,000 coins to complete, so not too bad for a 15k pack in my opinion. We'll at least get that 4,000 coins back, hopefully a little bit more. But once we get into the next couple of SBCs that we do for the hybrid leagues, that's when we're going to be making the real profit. But what we're thinking ahead for is the squad goals, because we know we're going to need at least 1 loyalty on this. So what I did is I used 3 Brazilians in here already that have loyalty. So that way we are ready, and we're looking for Brazilian players for doing squad goals, which is the most difficult out of these squad building challenge. But let's go ahead and submit 7 suspects. As I said, I just did 7 different leagues from Argentinian players, and it made it pretty easy. Not too expensive. About 4,000 coins is what I spent there. We're at 93.2k. So let's just go ahead and open up that pack. Hope for a couple of Brazilian players. Maybe hope for another inform. We packed 2 informs in the episode 1, but they were the worst possible inform. But it's still an inform, still 10,000 coins that you can quick sell for. I'd be happy with that. So here it is. We've got ourselves. Let's see what this is. Going to be a gold rare card, not a board drop. So pretty bad pack. I guess not terrible for a 15k. We'll see if we get any Brazilians in here. We don't. We get Bakayoko. I don't know. Is he going to be as OP this year as he was last year? He doesn't go for anything. He's at Milan now, so he's not going to be in those Premier League sweat squads anymore. But ultimately, these guys aren't really going to help us out too much. Let's go ahead and move on to the next SBC. For Prime 9, I decided to go with players from France, and we got the chemistry pretty easily. Again, only cost me like 3,000 coins to do it. I mean, I even got the 83 rated Mandanda for 1,000, and I lazy bought it. We got Gomes here for 1,000. We got Modeste from the Chinese League for 800. A lot of these guys were already in the club, like Bakayoko we packed. We already had Gilavogi. But Clichy, we already had this guy, Gigo. But Clichy was only 600 coins. So yeah, very cheap way to do the SBC. We just got 9 different leagues exactly, and no more than 2 from the same league with 5 rares exactly, 79 rating, and then 100 chemistry. So go ahead and submit that. We get a 45k pack, so it's all, I believe it's all gold players, right? Or no, is it half gold players, half silver? Can't remember. But anyways, 45k pack should be decent, and we should get at least 1 rare Brazilian, if we're lucky, out of this pack. So hopefully we can get something decent. We're down to 88,000 coins, so in total we've spent 12k on these SBCs. We also have to consider that we got a board drop here. This could be Handanovic. 88 rated. That's the biggest pull we've had so far. 88 rated Handanovic. Now the only thing is Handanovic never sells for very much, but it is 88 rated. It is 88 rated, so that is something to be hyped about. I think that might be our first walkout as well. I don't think the informs walk out, do they? But yeah, that's actually a pretty sick pull for a 45k. I'm pretty happy with that. I think we definitely made profit no matter what, so I can't be disappointed with it. Hopefully we got something else in the pack as well, other than Handanovic. So let's go ahead and check, and let's go ahead and switch it over to our YouTube scene, because I keep forgetting to do that. I did it last episode too. Oh, and we get an inform. It's the exact same inform. We have packed Sydney, the inform, 3 times now. Twice in episode 1, once in episode 2. It's the only inform we can pack, and it goes for absolutely nothing. Imagine if it was Cancelo who we were packing. We'd be freaking rich by now. But hey, that's a good pack. We got Handanovic, who is capped at 50k and sells for about 20k. That is not bad. That is not bad. It sells for about 20,000 coins. There's one on bid here that I might actually try to get in on. But yeah, 25,000 coins there. We got Sydney, who I will quick sell again. And the rest of these guys, we got ourselves a rare Brazilian, and he's from the Chinese League, so we can add a league there. So I'm pretty happy with that pack. That was pretty much everything we could have asked for. So let's go ahead and send Handanovic to the transfer list. We're going to keep the rest of them. Yeah, pretty good pack. Pretty good pack. I'm happy with that. Finally, I've got this one finished. It was quite difficult. The most expensive player in this squad is actually Jorge Mer, and I sniped him. He goes for 3,800, but I sniped him for 450. But for the rest of the squad, not too bad. This guy was expensive. 3,400 for Edgar Mendez. There was no way around it. I could have tried sniping him, but I just ended up buying him for 3,400, I think, on bid. The rest of the guys, not too bad. 1,300 for Grimaldo. The other rare, David Villa, 850. I already had Mark Bartra, and then I also bought this guy for 700. And all the non-rares are pretty cheap other than Mer. All the other guys are really cheap. Like this guy, 900 coins. This guy, 350. This guy, 300. Super cheap for the non-rares other than Jorge Mere. The only reason is because there's only 3 different leagues at center back you can go with. There's only 3. Actually, there's 4. There's 4 different leagues you can go with. It's La Liga, MLS, Serie A, or Bundesliga 2. Those are the only 4 leagues you can go with. And since we already used MLS and Serie A, we had to use Mere. And I think a lot of people are doing the same thing, because that's why he's so expensive. But we get a mega pack in return. And then also for completing the entirety of the hybrid leagues, that is, we get a 55k pack. So let's hop into those packs. So right now we're at 89,000 coins. If you guys remember, we started with 100k. So we spent about 10,000 coins to do these SBCs, and we get this in return. But on top of that, we haven't sold Handanovic yet. So on top of that, we're making a lot of coins on these SBCs. So I'm telling you guys, once you can afford them, I would suggest doing the advanced SBCs. They're an easy way to make coins, guys. So let's go ahead and start with the mega pack. Hopefully we can get ourselves something decent in there, and then we get a rare mega pack after. So 30 items, 18 rare. Same as the last one. Looks like maybe an inform. Is that? No, that's not inform. Not even a board drop. Actually pretty bad. We get Borja Valero in return. That's a really bad, really bad 35k pack. Borja Valero is somebody we used in the SBC, but we do get a player pick, which is actually pretty cool. How does that work? Okay, what do we got here? Ooh, okay. So which of these guys sells for the most? That's all I care about. Which of these guys sells for the most? Chat, which one sells for the most? Can somebody help me out here? We got Sissoko, we have Karsdorp, and Kessie. I think it's got to be Sissoko, right? It might be Karsdorp though. He has a good card, but I'm thinking Sissoko. Kessie is actually going for a decent amount. My chat says. My chat's between Sissoko and Kessie. I'm kind of thinking Sissoko. I'm thinking Sissoko. Kessie looks like a tank. He's got 88 physical. Can somebody tell me the prices on Xbox in the chat? Okay, so Craig is telling me that Sissoko goes for 3,000 coins. What does Kessie sell for? What does Kessie actually sell for? Kessie is a tank. He looks great, but I'm not going to be using these guys in my squad. I only care about what they sell for so I can put them back on the market. That's really all I care about. So Sissoko, they're telling me, goes for like 3,000 coins. I'm waiting for them to tell me what Kessie goes for so we can compare them. 2.5k for Kessie. So they're about the same price. We're going to go ahead and choose Sissoko here. That was my instinct, was Sissoko from the beginning. He's also a player from Tottenham. So if we held him for a little bit longer, guys, that's also an investment for the Lucas Player of the Month Squad Building Challenge. So, you know, I'll take that 3,000 coins there. Borja Valero, we're going to go and send you to the transfer list, Alberto Moreno might sell. And also, Musa's not from the greatest league, but he is a very common card. So, for using in Sweat Squad. So we'll just send them all to the transfer list. Send you to the transfer list. All the player contracts and stuff like that. We're going to go and quick sell the non-rare ones like normal. Send the squad fitness up top. Position modifiers definitely sell. And then for the rest of these, it looks like we can go ahead and quick sell. So let's go ahead and do that. 500 coins for quick selling. Didn't really quick sell anything important there. We saved the rest of the players. But now we get the rare mega pack, which is 30 items in all gold, all rare. Obviously includes consumables as well. So normally you get around 10 players. But 10 players that are all rare, that's pretty dang good. So hopefully we can get at least a board drop at the bare minimum. Maybe something that goes for over 10k. That's what I'm hoping for. I believe this is going to be something decent, maybe? No, it's not. That's a really bad pack again. Giovinco as our best player. That's a really bad pack luck. I mean, we've had some good packs in the past. Like the Handanovic pack was super nice. So, I mean, we'll take it. We haven't had the greatest pack luck, but again, it could be worse. So, you know, we work with what we got. And honestly, we don't need pack luck to make coins. We're going to make coins through trading anyway, so I can't be too disappointed. But it's always nice to get a little bit of a relief, given the fact that, you know, sometimes you can get something decent and help you make coins off that. So, we'll just go ahead and send everything to the transfer list. You know, the position modifiers always sell for a little bit, especially this early in the game. The player contracts, guys, I suggest listing them all for 200. They'll sell for at least 150. Normally they sell for 200, but they'll sell pretty much every single time you list them. It'll take the full hour, but they will end up selling. So, that's it for the hybrid leagues. So let's go ahead and get into working our way up towards 200,000 coins for the rest of this episode. It's definitely time to catch you guys up because you see my coin total now, and it's a lot different from what it was in the last scene of this video. So just to catch you guys up, I finished my 13-hour stream last night. Those last 2 hours, I didn't really record anything, and it was actually quite slow. I wasn't really getting that many trades. I was only selling the cards we got from the SBC we did at the beginning of the video, and just kind of making a couple coins here and there. I think we got up to about 135,000 coins just from selling those cards from the SBC, which was awesome. And then I traded to about 20,000 more coins, if that, maybe 15 to 20k more. It was getting late at night. There wasn't that much fluctuation on the market. People weren't listing their cards anymore, and I was just exhausted. So I had to end it. I edited the video, and I put out the first episode of the Trading to Glory, which, by the way, I want to thank you guys so much for the support on that. I think it's been up for maybe 8 hours now as the time I'm recording this scene here. And it's got like 16 or 17,000 views, which is insane, guys. And also like over 600 likes. You guys are awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying the series. And yeah, I just wanted to thank you because I've been ready to drop this series for a while. And to really just see the feedback, it makes me super happy. But nonetheless, guys, to continue with what I did on the account, I did a little bit of trading with Xhakas and Yarmolenkos and just making a couple coins here and there. Then I got on today, and this is kind of the first trade I've made. I went up and I bought a couple of Seri cards. This one right here specifically I bought for 4,500 coins, and it just now sold for 7,100, and a couple there for 7,200 that I got for like 6,000 and then 6,600. So a couple coins there, but most of the coins came from here, and that's gonna put us up to, I believe, once it updates, 160,000 coins. So we're 40,000 coins away from 200k. We're gonna go ahead and do a little bit more sniping. Then I'm gonna boot up my stream, and we're gonna go ahead and stream the rest of this episode live on Twitch as well. And if you guys want to see any of these episodes live, follow me on Twitch. The link is down below. But let's go ahead and get sniping. That method actually ended up working out very, very well. We've been sniping Seri here for a little while now. I started the stream up, and we are live on Twitch, just sniping and making some coins. We're up to about 184,000 coins now with all of them sold. Accidentally listed this Brozovic, and then I listed a Sane for 1,400. Might have been a little bit too much. But we're closing in on 200,000 coins, which was my goal for the beginning of the video. And I think we're definitely going to hit it now. The only question is, do we start to dabble into more of the League of Nation hybrid, or do we wait on that until we have more players in our club from future SBCs? Because what we know is that, guys, when you're doing this squad building challenge for League of Nation hybrid, and we've already done one of them. We did the intermediate one, which gives you a rare gold pack, and we got freaking nothing out of it. But when you're doing these two ones down here, tough and especially hybrid master, you literally need 11 players on loyalty. So one, I could try doing the loyalty glitch. So I could do that, but if it doesn't work anymore, then that would have been a game played on our record. Our record would no longer be 0-0 and 0, it would be 0-0 and 1, which is against the rules. We can't have a game played. I mean, we can do the loyalty glitch if we need to. That doesn't count as a game played, even though it does involve, like, starting a match and then dashboarding and stuff like that. But there's a couple reasons I don't want to do that yet. One is because I don't want to dashboard because it might be very difficult to do the glitch to get back into the early access. And two, I don't even know if it works yet. So we're just going to wait on these, and we'll just use them later, and they'll make us maybe some more coins in the long run, and then maybe they'll be a little bit cheaper. So that's kind of my idea behind that, and we still gotta wait for some more SBCs to drop. The first squad building challenge we know that's gonna drop is gonna be Player of the Month Lucas, which will be on the 28th, about exactly 1 week from the day that this is uploaded. So exactly 1 week from now is Player of the Month Lucas. So you can already start thinking about investments, guys, which I'm probably going to talk about towards the end of this video. Now, I do want to hit 200,000 coins before we get into that. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to snipe. But before the end of the video, I will be talking about investments. So if you want to skip over the sniping part and us making coins to 200k, that's fine. You can get right into that investments ideas for Player of the Month Lucas. Here is your daily reminder to check the web app and also the companion app. I don't know if they give different rewards or they just give one reward for logging into the web app or the companion app. Maybe you get a web app reward and a companion app reward, but we got 2,500 coins here, which puts us up to 195k. And then we're introducing a new feature this year, the item view changer. Use it whenever you see a player item on the screen and navigate between different views. Alright, so this is just a mobile kind of thing that isn't too big of a deal for us. But yeah, we're less than 5k away from 200k, and the plan for right now is let's trade up to 200k real quick. Should only take a few minutes to get us another 4,000 coins. Then we're going to go ahead and do that last squad building challenge that we haven't done yet within the Hybrid League and Nation right here. We're going to do the Puzzler. I don't think we're going to be able to do Tough and Hybrid Master for maybe a couple weeks, honestly. But we're going to do the Puzzler, and then we might look into investing in our first cards for investments. Looking towards like Player of the Month and just an overall rise in the market, especially with the whole release of the game coming out on the 25th and 28th. A lot more people are going to hit the market. A lot more people are going to be buying And cards are going to go up in price. So that is what I'm going to be looking for. The companion app is out. You don't get anything extra for logging into both the companion app or the web app. But if you log into either one once a day, you do get a reward. But yeah, the companion app's great if you guys want to be trading on the go. Like, I'm going to be on a long car ride. I have an away game on Sunday, which is why I probably won't have a stream on Sunday. But I have an away game down in Tennessee, and you know the car rides are going to be like 5 hours long there and back. So I'll be on the companion app trading pretty much the whole time probably. I'll bring a card charger and just get to it. So that's something to keep in mind, and make sure to get downloaded on your phone. We're now up to about 196,000 coins, but on top of that, I have the SBC ready. I put it together and bought all the cards. So overall, we might be at 200K here very shortly. We've got about 1,000 coins worth of these things on the market right now. Just went ahead and sold that Manchester United badge that I chose at the beginning. Sold the squad fitness and these managers that I found in my club. Sniped a few Vinicius Juniors. Sari. Sold my Sane earlier. That was towards the beginning of the episode. But yeah, guys, we've got another SBC at the ready. It's only one pack. It's a 25K pack. But hopefully that'll send us over 200,000 coins, which is where we set our goal for this video ultimately. So here it is, the Puzzler, which is in the hybrid league and the league and nation hybrid. The Puzzler is the first one. We've already done intermediate. So the Puzzler required 3 nationalities in 2 different leagues. The kicker, though, was you can only have 4 maximum players from the same nation. That was kind of the tough part. So what I went with was Germany, and then I combined that with Poland, and then also went with Italy. So we have up top, we've got Malik, who links with Blajkovsky, Kuba there, and then we've got Piszczek at right back. And then we got a couple Gladbach players and a couple Hanover players to finish it off there. So it's a 25K pack, very cheap to do. Definitely worth doing just to get the 25K pack. But it also gets us closer to completing all of it, which will give us 12,000 coins once we complete all of it, which isn't bad. 12,000 coins can really add up right now, but it's still going to take some time for us to actually complete the tough and the hybrid master, or whatever the last one was called. So let's go ahead and open up this pack. It's 12 gold players and 3 rares. And again, something I've noticed about this, guys, is the premium gold player packs, which are the 25K packs, are better this year because it actually is all 12 gold. It doesn't give you any silvers this year. In the previous years, it gave you 2 out of the 12 cards were silver. And a lot of the times, 2 of the freaking 12 cards were rare silvers, which means you only got 1 rare gold card. This year, I believe they've changed it. The last time I opened it, it was all gold and obviously 3 rare cards. So here we go. Let's see if we can get ourselves something decent in the pack. It's going to be a board dry inform. Let's go. Portuguese right back. Cancelo. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my goodness. That's the best pull we've had for sure by a long shot. That gets us up to 200 and like a lot, almost near 300K now. Oh my goodness, dude. What a freaking pack. The Puzzler SBC. The freaking Puzzler SBC. In a 25K pack, we pack Cancelo. Guys, this card's going for like 80,000 coins right now. Oh my goodness. Holy crap, man. That is absolutely insane. So that is our second different inform we've packed on this account, guys. That's the second different inform we've actually packed. We packed Sydney in episode 1. We packed Sydney again in episode 2, I believe at the beginning of the episode, right? And now we pack Cancelo, an actually good inform. The Sydney, I just discarded him. But for this, the Cancelo, he is actually very solid. Oh, man, what a pack. Anything else by chance? Nothing else. Upamecano goes for like 2K. After we packed that João Cancelo, guys, I decided I don't want to sell him yet, but I did want to check his price. And when I was checking his price, I was able to get one for 71K. Now, here's the reason I bought him for 71K, because this is our first big buy of the account, if you don't really count, you know, the Xhakas and the other informs we're buying. This is quite a bit of coins now. And we got João Cancelo right here. And the reason I bought him is because 71K seems really cheap in comparison to what he was in the last day and last night especially, because I've seen him up at like 95 to 100K at different points in the day. So if I can sell at the right time, I could make upwards of 20,000 coin profit on this card. And given the fact that he is so cheap right now, I definitely don't want to sell the one that I just packed. Right now, the cheapest João Cancelo on the market is 78,000 coins. About something along those lines. So even if I were to sell that card right now, 71K for 78K after tax, which is about 4K tax, you're gonna be making 2,000 or 3,000 coins, which is 2,000 or 3,000 coins. That's still profit. So that's the thing. And also, I think we'll make more than 2 or 3K per card, because I think that I should be able to sell him for at least 85K. That's what I'm gonna shoot for, is 85K. And that way I'll be making about 10,000 coin profit on this card, and then also selling this card for a lot more. If I were to sell it for 85K each, let's just assume 80K right now. If I were to sell these cards for 80K each, that would put me up to 210, then 290,000 coins. So we're getting close to 300K if we were to liquidate everything. So hopefully we can hit that quite soon, and maybe by the end of this episode. But let's go ahead and get into some more of these investments, guys, and some more of the ideas to and my predictions ultimately for these special cards like Xhaka, guys. Xhaka, I think, is probably my favorite investment. Now, the only reason that this card might not be the greatest investment is because of the fact that there's so many people probably going to be investing in him. There's going to be so many people buying these Xhakas. But if we sell into the hype, we know we can make profit. So if we buy these cards for 13K each, which you can get at certain times during the day, and I'd suggest to do this sooner rather than later, guys, because again, it's only 7 days till Player of the Month. It's time to get these cards. It's time to prepare. Get them for 13K or less. Just pick up as many as you can, and you're going in ahead and holding these cards, because I can't see this Xhaka being under 20K come next Thursday, because people are going to be so hyped for Player of the Month. The first one, and he's one of the only informs from Premier League that are going to be out, because there's only going to be 2 Team of the Weeks that have been out by that time. Now, we'll see who ends up getting another inform this weekend based off of who plays well in the Premier League, but we know that there's already Xhaka, we know there's Yarmolenko, and we know that there's Ryan Fraser. So all 3 of those guys are gold informs. Xhaka being the highest rated of them all, and he's cheaper than Yarmolenko. So that is why I think Xhaka is a better POTM investment than Yarmolenko. Now, Ryan Fraser's 81 rated. So if you consider that, he is going to be cheaper, but he also might not rise quite as much for 2 reasons. One, do people want to invest in him more than do they want to invest in Xhaka? Probably not. They probably don't want to invest in him more. Also, is there going to be more Ryan Frasers in packs than Granit Xhaka? Yes, he's 3 ratings lower, so he's much easier to pack than the Granit Xhaka. So as you can see, you can get him pretty much for discard price. So there's really no risk. There's no reason not to buy him if you can get him for 11K or less. But ultimately, I do still think that Xhaka is the best investment for Player of the Month specifically. Now, that's not to say that Yarmolenko isn't a good investment, guys. Yarmolenko's a great investment, and you can actually combine both Player of the Month, given the fact that he is from the Premier League, and he goes for about 18,000 coins right now. So he's a little bit more expensive. You're paying 6K more than Fraser. You're paying 4,000 coins more than Xhaka, but ultimately this card is a usable card. Now, he is a little bit slow, but he does have 4-star skill moves. He is 6'3", so he's a big attacker playing at that right forward position. He's a great dribbler, great shooter, decent physical, decent passing. So overall, just a good card that people could use for the first few weeks of the game. Obviously, with 76 pace, he's not going to last that long for people wanting to use him, but he is still a very good card, and especially given the fact that he's an inform, he will definitely rise over time, naturally, and possibly from the Player of the Month if they require an inform from there. Now, another investment for Player of the Month, guys, was going to be Sydney. Sydney is a Brazilian, and he's also an inform. And he's also literally discard price. You can get him for 10,500 coins without an issue. You can bid on him for 10,250 coins without an issue. Literally, they're not even selling on the market. And you can quick sell this card here for about 10,100 coins. That means you're risking 100 coins per card. If this card is used in that Player of the Month SBC, he will easily go up triple his price. But guys, again, selling into the hype is important for guaranteeing your profit, especially this early in the game. You don't want to be coming out with losses after the first player of the month, because then you're way behind in terms of coins. So I think the best bet is go ahead and buy these Sydney cards, as many as you can, as you can afford, for 10,250 coins. You're not risking anything, but go ahead and sell them on the Thursday, September, I believe, 27th. On the 27th, sell them on that Thursday, the day before the full release, but most people already have the game from like Champions Edition, Early Access, Web App, or the Ultimate Edition. You know, most people probably already have the game, at least most people that care about Player of the Month. Let's say that. Most people that care about Player of the Month already have the game. So this Sydney card is not going to stay at 10,250 coins. He won't. He definitely will go up. Now, we don't know if there's going to be another Brazilian in form in the next Team of the Week. We don't know what that Team of the Week is going to be yet, and that's going to come out 2 days before the Player of the Month drops. But nonetheless, guys, this card's not going to stay discard price. At the very minimum, he'll be 13,000 coins. At the very minimum. So you're making 3K per card, but it is, you know, you're going to be investing in it for, you know, a few days. But you could wait until you see this card, hey, maybe getting off the ground a little bit before you start buying, because right now it's super easy to get him, but that means he's probably going to be like this for at least another day or two, where he's very, 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 very cheap and discard price. So you could probably use those coins elsewhere for a couple more days before you get on the investment, but you just don't want to be too late to the party, because then you're going to be the one helping other people make profit if you buy your investments late. You're going to be the person that I'm making my coins off of. So don't wait too long, but also, you know, coins are very valuable right now, and when we're putting them in investments, that means that we're not putting them somewhere else. So opportunity value, opportunity cost, that's a big thing. Opportunity cost. In terms of these coins is a big thing for the first couple of weeks. So as I said, guys, we've got a couple of these João Cancelos that we could sell, and I think I'll list them overnight, but right now they're looking good given the fact that they are selling for more than 75,000 coins on a bid, and then probably selling for about 78K on buy now. But I'll probably wait another hour before I start listing, at least just to see if the cheap ones come off of the market before I list. Because here's the thing, Tech Avion, guys, let's go ahead and shift focus real quick to the trading method that I love when I get offline every single night, guys. Tech Avion is one of the best trading methods when you get offline. All you got to do is take this João Cancelo. You see he's got 7 contracts, 99 fitness. That's not bad, but also putting on a chemistry style. So if you were to throw on a couple more contracts, throw on a good chemistry style, if you have one, I wouldn't go out of your way to buy one, honestly, but, you know, they're fresh cards anyway, so that could work if people want fresh cards. But literally just listing them up for lazy buyers overnight, or the fact that since cards get super rare overnight, it's actually a great time to list because nobody's undercutting, because nobody's on the game. So there are going to be, you know, every now and then people looking at that Cancelo and being like, that's overpriced. But it's the only one there, and sometimes they'll buy it. Now, it doesn't work every single time, but I'd say a good 66% of the time, 2/3 of the time, those cards will sell. So that is a lot of profit and a lot more coins that you make. So what I am going to do tonight, I'm not going to list him yet because I'm still waiting to see where his price settles tonight, but I'm going to list him for 95,000 coins tonight. I'm going to list him for 12 hours or 6 hours, either one, depending on when I feel like I'm going to wake up. But for 12 or 6 hours, and we're just going to see if it sells. And a lot of the times, it just will. And it's so easy. So there's no reason not to list your cards as investments up overnight for 12 hours. There's just absolutely no reason not to list them. Because the worst possible scenario is they don't sell. And if you don't list them, the best possible scenario is they don't sell. So if you think about it, there's really no reason not to list them overnight. That's going to be it for today's episode 2 of Trading to Glory. We still got 2 João Cancelos. Right now, they're pretty low in price. They're actually about 70,000 coins, which is the lowest point I've seen them since they rose the first time. I know they were at like 40K in the first couple hours, and they rose all the way up to like a peak 100K. Now they're back down a bit, but I'm pretty confident that they'll rise at least a little bit so we can get some more coins out of it. But even if we sold them for 70K, that puts us at 270,000 coins liquidated, which is pretty good for the end of episode 2. So if this series is helping you guys out whatsoever, make sure to drop a like on the video and also subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you guys in episode 3. Peace out.